Calaroga Shark Media.
Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. Get ready for another week of speculation as Camilla has announced she is taking the week off. Roya Nicker tweets, "The Queen will take a break from public duties for some downtime after holding the royal fort since the King's cancer diagnosis. Another tricky week for the royal family, but Camilla has found reserves of energy that even she didn't think she had." Leading to the UK royal tea account to reply, "This is a huge optics error. She should have taken a few days off and then done some lighter duties. Announcing it like this is just going to add fuel to the fire of speculation around the family when she could have just scaled back a bit without anyone noticing." Royal observers have suggested the monarch will have insisted his exhausted wife Camilla should have a break. The Queen has no royal engagements planned until the Commonwealth Day service on March 11th. Prince William and Princess Anne are expected to keep normal schedules. A source told the Sunday Times of Camilla, although she was not expecting to find herself in the position of leading the family, the Queen is absolutely prepared to do whatever needs to be done for the institution. Apparently, there was a world in which Meghan Markle could have been on The Bachelor. Per the Mirror, Mike Fleiss, the creator of the Bachelor franchise, wrote on X that he had been given the go-ahead to reveal Meghan's near appearance on his show. This would have happened well before her days on Suits. Fleiss tweeted, "Just got the go-ahead to reveal this shocking fact. Right after she left Deal or No Deal, Meghan seriously considered applying to be on the #TheBachelor, #sliding doors." Royal commentator Neil Sean thinks it might be Harry that is holding back Meghan's career. He said, "The biggest issue now that the team behind Meghan Markle is finding each time they feel they've got her a deal, something engulfs the ex-royals. Once you are a major brand, you do not want your brand taken over by some personal issue like Prince Harry's visa row or his security details." British Vogue answered the royal question that has been on everyone's mind: has Meghan Markle perfected the grout fit? They tell us, to the untrained eye, the grout fit, a monochromatic, corporeal landscape of grey, is boring, depressing even. But Meghan Markle has shown us how to make an all-grey look work in our favour. We can all take a page from the Duchess's book when it comes to livening up our own grayscale outfits. Consider the grey melange, like Markle, or a more dynamic texture to create some depth. Wearing metallics like her flats also add some spice. Keep this all in mind the next time you enter a grey area. We asked Royal Insider Deep Crown about this, who remarked, "I can't say I know much about Meghan's grout fit, but Princess Anne certainly looked splendid, didn't she?" We assume Crown is referring to Anne's outing on Wednesday when she wore a red Windsor pea coat rendered from a brilliant berry-hued wool and lined with a black leather trim. Sarah Ferguson was recently spotted engaging with Red Bull Racing's team principal Christian Horner at the Bahrain Grand Prix, marking the commencement of the 2024 Formula One season. Accompanied by her daughter, Princess Eugenie, the Duchess was seen in conversation with Horner, who had been the subject of inappropriate behavior accusations by a female colleague last week. However, Red Bull Racing's internal review concluded the allegations were unfounded. This meeting followed the disclosure of alleged text messages and photos involving Horner and the colleague. In addition to her encounter with Horner, Sarah Ferguson appeared alongside Martin Brundle for his renowned grid walk. Their exchange touched upon the Duchess's recent health developments, with Brundle expressing his relief upon hearing the positive news regarding Ferguson's battle with skin cancer. Michelle Stevenson of Nova Radio commented on Donald Trump's recent comments about Harry. "I find it fascinating that Donald Trump is inserting himself into this royal drama. It's curious to see him issue such a warning. Considering even Bush admitted to cocaine use, it's quite amusing that Harry's admission is being used against him. Denying him entry to the US on those grounds seems unjust. Really, I'm puzzled as to why he's even taking the trouble to comment on this." Palace Intrigue will be right back. King Charles is poised to decide the fate of champagne producers vying for the esteemed title of official suppliers to the British royal household. During Charles' visit to France last September, a grand dinner at the Palace of Versailles showcased champagne Paul Roger's Sir Winston Churchill Cuvée, elevating the 175-year-old family-run vineyard, one of 9 champagne producers enjoying the privilege of being official suppliers to the royal household. These producers flaunt their royal warrants, complete with coats of arms and the prestigious by appointment to endorsement on their bottles, a nod to their royal favour and a boost to their market appeal. Historically, royal warrants have been a mark of distinction, with Queen Victoria's bestowing the first champagne warrant to Champagne Bollinger in 1884 and Champagne Lanson in 1900. However, the survival of these long-held endorsements is uncertain as King Charles reviews the status of approximately 800 current holders across various sectors by the upcoming deadline. The royal warrant not only symbolizes a rich history and quality assurance, but also holds significant importance for producers, especially in challenging market conditions. The champagne sector, in particular, would feel the impact of any warrant losses, with exports of the iconic sparkling wine experiencing a decline. Royal warrants encompass a wide range of brands, from multinational corporations like Coca-Cola and Nestle to luxury names like Burberry and Bentley, and even small-scale businesses. These endorsements are coveted for the prestige and market access they provide, translating into substantial economic benefits. The champagne producers, with a notable presence among alcoholic beverage suppliers, mirror the royal family's historical preferences and the ceremonial use of their products. The late Queen's reported evening ritual of enjoying a glass of champagne underscores the long-standing royal connection to the beverage. The Aussie press is reporting that Charles' trip to Australia might be back on. On Sunday, Prime Minister Albanese expressed that the royal family, including the King and Queen, are always warmly welcomed in Australia, emphasising ongoing discussions with states and territories regarding the arrangements for a possible royal visit. Plans for King Charles and Queen Camilla to visit Australia were initially reported in December. However, these plans were reconsidered after the King's cancer diagnosis earlier this year, following a procedure related to an enlarged prostate and before whatever the current illness is. Should King Charles proceed with the visit later this year, it will mark the first time a reigning monarch has visited Australia since Queen Elizabeth II's trip in 2011, highlighting the significance of this potential royal engagement. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or your app of choice. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.